Hello, Math 142. This problem was emailed to me. We have tangent of x equals negative 15 over 8. And we are finding sine of 2x, cosine of 2x, and tangent of x. And it's given to us, I better write it down, that x is in quadrant 2. X in quadrant 2. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I did draw a circle. I'm going to do triangle in quadrant 2. Okay. So this is a triangle. So notice that if I have my x in here, okay, I can use the reference angle to get the information, this angle right here. I know by definition, tangent is opposite over adjacent. So tangent is opposite over adjacent. And since I'm in quadrant 2, the side opposite is positive 15, and the adjacent is my negative value. So I'm going to put negative 8 in here. All right. Now, remember that now we are finding the sine of 2x, cosine of 2x, and tangent of 2x. And so doubling the size of this x, okay, doubling the size of this x, I'm going to fall into the third quadrant, okay? I'm going to, approximately third quadrant, towards the end of third quadrant. And if this was really, really wide x, I could end up in the fourth quadrant. But in this case, I'm thinking I'm going to end up being in the third quadrant. Okay, once again, if you look at the size of this x right here, and if I open an angle twice as big as that, I'm going to end up somewhere around here, Okay. So now using a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and this is one of the angles that this is one of the sites that I have memorized. I know that my hypotenuse is 17 because then you can verify it for yourself. Okay. Now looking at this triangle right here, I know that sine of x equals opposite over hypotenuse, 15 over 17. I'm not surprised. I know that I'm in quadrant 2 and sine is positive. Cosine of x equals side adjacent over hypotenuse, so minus 8 over hypotenuse, and tangent of x is given to us as negative 15 over 8. So let me go to the next page. So the first thing I need is sine of 2x. And we know that equals twice sine of x cosine of x. So sine of 2x equals 2 times sine of x, we had it as 15 over 17, and cosine of 2x, we had it as negative 8 over 17. Okay. And so this gives me 2 times 15 is 30, 3 times 8 is 240, and I have a negative 240 over 17 times 17, which is 289. Okay. Now, how about cosine of 2x? Cosine of 2x equals cosine squared of x minus sine squared of x. And that equals minus 18 over minus 8, sorry, minus 8 over 17 quantity squared minus 15 over 17 to the second. And that gives me positive 64 over 289 minus 225 over 225 over 17. And that gives me negative, I get a 1 and 16 in here, so minus 161 over 289. And that is cosine of 2x. And I know cosine is negative in quadrant 3, and sine is negative in quadrant 3. And, I just, I reasoned with you that although x is in quadrant 2, 2x is somewhere in quadrant 3, or maybe even, in this case, 3. But if x was wide enough, we would fall in quadrant 4. Now, I also know that, let me go to this page. Now, we're asked for tangent of 2x. Tangent of 2x equals sine of 2x over cosine of 2x. We found that sine of 2x to be negative 240 over 289, and cosine of 2x was negative 161 over 289. So I can cancel the negatives. If I multiply top and bottom by 289, I'm left with 240 over 161. I hope you find this video helpful, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.